Many times these questions arise. Why I should disconnect from my regular life, day-to-day living of going to work or job or family life or even doing spiritual practices. But that monotonous life of living day to night, unconsciously, we might become mechanical nature too. Always running when this clock is ticking. We are like becoming slave of this clock. And when we as a spiritual seeker, or we as we want to grow in our own nature, to understand our true meaning and purpose of life, we need to disconnect. Even for small fraction of time, even for one day, even for 1 week, that is fine. To rejuvenate yourself, to heal yourself, we need to disconnect from our regular day-to-day life. That is what main purpose of this retreat. In before, there are these ashramas, there are some natural spaces where people used to go to disconnect themselves, live very natural, organic way of living, sattvic way of living. That is main purpose of this retreat, spiritual space, or that ashrama living. Many different personalities who has able to go much more deeper in their consciousness. They always going after some time, they are taking break from their day-to-day life. And everyone, each of one, we should also need to take time for ourselves. Ekante sukhamasyatam, Shankaracharya is saying. In a last saying of a sadhana panchakam, you should go live in solitude or with the group of people who are like-minded, who want spiritual practice, who want their overall development, holistic development. Be with them, be with the teacher, be with that special person, sadhakas who are doing this yoga sadhana, dhyana sadhana. This is correct time. Everyone, each of one should disconnect from day-to-day life and connect with nature. Very organic, virgin land where not many people are living, or living that people who are very organic in nature, their vibes, that natural vibes, be with that Ganges water, be with this Himalaya mountain range, be with that the organic people who are very peaceful, very calm, and learn from that art of happiness, art of joyfulness. We are always in a rush, pursuit for happiness. Somewhere we need to stop and rethink. Where are we going in this 5 years, 10 years journey, or more than that? When I will graduate, I will be happy. When I will have this job or business, I will be happy. When I will have this family life, I will be happy. Are we happy yet? Are we reached to our destination that we have decided? And this answer is, if we go more deeper, his answer is capital N-O. Still, we have this stress. Still, we have this sorrow for small thing, external condition. It's making that earthquakes in our life, in our mind, and in our whole personality. So we are not that much of capable of living this natural, joyful life unconditionally. So that wounds that we have, we need to heal ourselves. And that natural healing can only be possible when we disconnect from our day-to-day life, our family, our job, all this distraction, and then live in that sacred space, retreat space, and heal ourselves. Talk with your body, talk with your mind, and listen what is happening. And naturally, healing process is going to happen when we are living in solitude, when we are living with nature. Nature heal yourself. So to heal yourself, to strengthen your practice, that intense sadhana is required. From 1 hour to our daily practice, that is fine. But in a while, some more rigorous practice is required to connect with our own true self. Because when we see architecture framework of our life, who is center of this life? Is your family, is your friend, your work, your job, or all other activities, that all external to yourself, that's all social dimension, but you is the center point. If you are there, everything will be there. If you are not healthy, all this external thing will be also unhealthy. So the center point, that I, is much more important thing. And for that, what are we doing? We are always running ourselves to develop our external environment. I want to create more better house. I want to create more better business. I want to do lots of things for my kids. I want to do lots of things for friends and family. And we are improving that dimension. And that is fine. I am not saying that is bad. But what about you? You as a creator, what is your self-development? What you have done for your self-development? For that, we need time. And we need more time to go more deeper level of our life. Pause for some time. Rethink what is happening. Look back what I have done for past year. Am I going on a right track of self-development and happiness? If you are just making speed more and more higher, but if you are on a wrong track, what is going to happen? So when we are going in 100, 200 kilometers speed to get that happiness, to get that ultimate goal of our own life, and when we are seeing surrounding, it's something different than what I was looking for. If I'm going on a trek of Himalaya, that snowfall, that organic breeze should come. I can see some mountain ranges from far from my current condition, but it's not happening. So maybe I am on wrong path. So first step should be to reduce your speed. If you are going 100 miles, then go to 50, 25, 21, so that you can able to see your surrounding. This is not what I was expecting in my life. I was looking for self-development. I was looking for more energy. I was looking for more financial freedom, more social freedom. but I am going more deeper trap of this social dimension. When I'm going to realize this, if I'm going on a higher speed or lower speed. So this consciously looking and observing should happen when we are going on slower speed. So that will be our first practice or first objective, to lower our speed. There are so many different techniques that Buddhist monks, our our Hindu monks, they are using this conscious slow down process of their day-to-day activities. If we are walking, if we are reading, if we are eating, let's eat consciously and slowing down the process of eating. Then we going to realize this observation power is going to increase. So first will be slow down process. In the next stage, when we are in slowing down process and going, say, oh, this is not where I want to go, this is some different location with so much darkness, so let me now go on left and stop my car for some time and then think what is going to happen. Am I on a right path or not right path? That decision, that understanding, when I'm driving car, it's very difficult. So now second stage is pause. Pause for some time. Stop for some time where you are. When you are just rushing for something, are you maybe doing some rigorous thing to clean your house, or doing some filing for your boss, or maybe doing some your day-to-day business work, or even you are doing your spiritual practice, asanas and pranayama. After 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, slowly slow down your process, and one point just stop, just pause. Ekante sukhamasyatam. Sthira sukhamasanam. Sthirta, that steadiness is required. Steady water can only reflect things, reflect the fact. If your water is always in a mood, you cannot realize truth. You cannot realize your own life, what is happening. So now, for some period of time, we just detach ourselves, all the activity I am. Without this activity also exist. Always we are identify ourselves with our activities. Who are you? I am teacher, I am businessman, I am yogi, I am that. This is not real you. That is your activity. Who you really are without this activity, how you are going to know? To detach and pause. That will be our second stage in our process when we are in this retreat environment, when we are in a solitude environment. When we want to practice at home, it will be very difficult. People are going to laugh at you. What are you doing? To eat a single bowl of salad when we are in this retreat of slowing down our process, it takes more than an hour to chewing the 32 times, chewing and then see what this sensation, what this small experience that we are having on bodily awareness, on our mental awareness, on our energy level. If you are going to do at your home, what is going to happen? In the second stage, when you are at home or in an office and say, okay, now we have this alarm for that stop, pause moments. You are just doing anything, you just pause in that physical condition. for as long as you can able to hold that physical posture, hold that emotional posture. It's not only on a physical level. When you are happy, and that happiness, when we are saying that now stop for this moment, enjoy that moment. When you are in anger, and this anger is like blowing inside out, and then we have this pause movement. Let's experience this energy level of this anger. What is happening when you are angry? But I have that control of posing myself. That techniques we need to master. And then slowly we are going on a third stage. When we are in the pose moment, we go much more deeper inside out approach, going much more deeper, going inside our roots, going on the cause level, because everything is cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect. If I'm seeing this all effects, whatever is happening outside, surrounding, and in me, these are not cause, these are all effect. So what is cause of my suffering? What is cause of this disease that I am holding? I want to find out when I'm in this pose movement, going much more deeper. What is my true nature? What is my true purpose of life? That only we can able to understand when we are in this pose moment and going deeper level of our consciousness from Annamaya Kosh, Pranmaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Kosh. That journey is starting from outside to inside. Before we are going from inside to outside. Now this inner journey is starting when we are in this steadiness, in this firmness, in this sthirta. That is what will be third stage. And when we go much more deeper, we can find out what are cause of suffering or what are my true nature, both things. Avidya kshetram uttaresham prasupta tanu vicchinno dharana. That ignorance, because of that layers of ignorance, I am not able to see or experience my true selves. Why I am doing such a thing? What I am? Who am I? Why these people are there? What should be my future goal? What was my past? Everything is becoming clear about my life, and that is what main purpose, to know about myself, to know about my true purpose of life. Because that is center. I is center of whole this circus is happening around us, all these families and work and all job, all this Maya, Leela. I am center. So let's find what this center is all about. Then I will see how bigger I want to create my circle, or I want to redraw my center. How I can redraw this circle of my life if I find out center point. And that center is much more deeper in ourself. That will be third exercise we are going to do. Self-reflection, going to your higher self. Yo vai bhuma tat sukham. That the much more higher consciousness, much more bigger than myself. This ranges of Himalayas, river of Ganges, all this surrounding natural, so much higher. This natural force is in me. That whole universe is in me. Yatha pinde, tatha brahmande. All this universe is in me. So I'm going much more deeper and understand this inner universe. Connect with this higher inner universe. And then in a fourth stage, this reborn process is going to start. So this old self that I was carrying for so many lifetime, so many years, this newborn baby with wonderness in his or her eyes, so much happiness, joy with surrounding nature, so much organism, so much fulfilled, so much joyful intelligence being is born within yourself. And once you reconnect, once you be with this new personality, new identity that is come out of you, and when you destroy slowly that old identity, this newborn baby is going to guide you on your future path. And in final stage, this newborn baby is going to design his or her new life with that intuition, that divine intuition within himself or herself. What will be my future, organic future in 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, beyond? And all these plans, all these visions that I am having as a newborn, let me write it down. Let's create these mind maps. Let's create this new life of me and forget about how I am going to achieve. That's very secondary. Just create that intention. This is who I am in the future. This is new me. This is my newer version of me. And that is why this workshop is required to disconnect with your old self and connect with your new self. That is what your true yoga, true union with nature, true union with your true self, and this new life. Tremendous important thing. So look forward to join you in this retreat. Namaskar.